If you think harassment is just part of the game, we know who you are. We know what you play. And we are coming for you. This is not a game.
Woo! Let's do this! As most of you know by now, the dumpster fire that is the FailHunters live stream and the website itself is being flayed alive by everyone. A website, an online gaming assault team where they hunt down the harasser or bully in-game on any platform, which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, there's a setting or a button where you... This idea has been done before, and not this badly. This is a Kickstarter crap layers of shit ideas of people wanting to make a website, app, playground, soft room, playpen, ball pit, crib, cradle.
I think they get it, sir. You don't have to make them out to be nothing but children.
Shut the f*** up, Steve!
So that's one of the elements of it.
Oh, Mr. Lane, I'm Dr. Solomon. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but there is something we need to show the audience right now.
Shit just got real.
In just a second here, the lights have come down, and that is a signal for a bully hunt.
Spartans! Ready your breakfast and eat hearty. For tonight, we dine in hell!
Please, show us how terrible this concept works with recorded video. This is one of the controversies surrounding this whole thing, of them stating on their Twitch channel.
Now, if you're just joining us, this is the first FailHunters Live. We've just seen...
And Facebook, that this was going to be live, the gameplay was going to be live, and the actions taken. Which anyone with a brain not the size of a walnut can tell you, this was obviously scripted from the video playing to the gamer herself.
Evidence A! Recorded video!
Now, as we can clearly see right here from this angle, not one of these women's movement matches up with the video displayed on the monitors, as well as this.
The hunt. You can still hear the harassment in the background. It doesn't stop. So now FailHunter 77 is looking for the harasser. And it looks like she's going to use her knife, folks. And there it is. Just pause right there. Pause right there. Pause right there. Let's back up and see that again. Right there. A brilliant knife move. Very difficult.
You can't do that on an online match. You can say it was recorded. Oh, wait. And what was that comment?
A brilliant knife move. Very difficult.
Oh yeah, that was really difficult. Going up to a guy who stopped dead in his tracks for a full 3 seconds. As if you could see right here, you can plainly see him going into the tunnel, waited for the hunter, and waited for the knife. Yes, very difficult indeed. Let's give him a few golf claps.
Evidence B! They're fucking actors, man!
So after that whole thing went down with said player, they went down to talk to her about how horrible this was for her.
Sorry to interrupt you there. What's your name?
My name is Gretchen.
Gretchen, thank you so much for joining us. Now, it was very hard to watch that harassment as a female gamer.
Now, they do say all people, men and women, have some form of harassment. But we have to focus on women right now, because women gets more sympathy equals more dollary dues. I see you took a crash course in Anita Sarkeesian.
Good, good.
Do you experience a lot of in-game harassment?
Oh, absolutely.
No way.
And what kind of forms does that take?
Anywhere from in-game trash talk, which can be normal, but sometimes it gets pretty sexual and sounds pretty dangerous when they start threatening you, and then the DMs start coming.
Now, is it full-grown men or 12-year-old boys? Because in my personal experience, It's usually adolescent little boys screaming at the top of their lungs.
Hey, we have an entry, please.
And also, a demo man who occasionally misses pills even if he's a pro. One that's not suspect. How did he know I was there? What the fuck?
So that starts getting pretty scary.
Right, so that sort of like violent language that's being used, how does that affect you as a gamer?
Sometimes in-game, when it's trash talk, it's not a big deal, but when it starts feeling more personal, getting into DMs, and you start getting threats like they're going to come find you, or they know where you are, some of that stuff is trash talk, but it gets pretty scary when they start harassing you nonstop, and those DMs won't stop coming.
Good girl, here's a biscuit. But the thing is, most pro gamers are men, and deal with more than just some little kid calling him a butt licker. Take this disgusting work. Causing mass swattings, was able to sneak onto a computer in prison to get on his Twitter and boast about it.
Right, and do you feel like that kind of dissuades you from continuing to play?
There are times where it gets pretty tough, and you just want to take a break.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing. It's very brave of you to be here today. Back to you, Natalie.
But from this, we can clearly see this is the same regurgitated argument played over and over again. Also, in-game chats, everyone can see this, and everyone uses it. I mean, look at the Twitch chat. You can barely keep up with it. If they're going for messages straight to you, most games you can block almost anyone from messaging you. There are things in place to avoid this. The other big controversy with this is that one of the lead organizers trying to claim she did nothing wrong with the numbers about the amount of harassment that women get, about 21 million.
Holy shit.
But it was a small typo really, just a really small one, about really 874. It's almost nearly identical. Who could think that? From a poll study conducted way back in 2012, which was the link the website provided for their source. But the biggest controversy is the massive hypocrisy that is the Bully Hunters organizers, threatening to DCMA anyone who talks about this, and the people who organize the website. The people who try to stop bullying are the bullies themselves.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
But coming to find that most of the entire thing was faked, having the same person play not only the casual gamers, but the pro bully hunting griefer gamers. And what was it all for? To sell most likely a piece of shit headset while claiming this was for charity. Again, taking a page out of the Sarkeesian handbook of the con artist. Now, many people game for charities. Look at onto Markiplier, who made $500,000 the last time he held a live stream. He did not keep a cent. Yes, he sells merchandise, but it's not a fucking headset. There's shirts and little knickknacks. This was a terrible to make easy money strategy. At least Anita knew not to go for broke and shoot for the gold. Oh my god, I'm defending Anita Sarkeesian of all people. But this goes to show that there's hope, and hope is not lost, that these kind of people won't get far ahead anymore. But the real nail in the coffin, not only is the website shut down, but the lead organizer has jumped ship entirely, regretting ever doing this, trying to get the publications to change what she said. But what's most funny to me is that they're promoting griefing and TKing people, which is a highly bannable offense, permanently mind you. It goes to show you What their mind was on more than anything, the big old victim cash money pool that was going to come flooding in, but only to find an empty net and 2 spears in the knee.